All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a long time, and I really been trying to develop my mining experience in crypto, and I really haven't had the time to make a video. But I looked at the market and thought, you know, it'll be a good time to make a video with like the opportunity that's available right now in crypto. And really, that's what it's about. I mean, you have to be able to recognize opportunities in crypto at any given time, because crypto is the only vehicle, if you think about it. You can trade stocks, you can trade forex, but crypto is really the only finance tool that you can trade every single day, 24 hours. It doesn't stop. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. And also, with that being said, that's also the reason why you can have extremely volatile times in crypto, because you just never know when someone is moving billions and billions of dollars, you know, within 30 minutes anywhere in the world. So definitely, think about, when you get in crypto, how you want to trade, because it's 24 hours, it never stops. And with that being said, again, welcome back to the channel. Um, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. That's very important to the YouTube algorithm, and it's very important to the channel by spreading the video out, getting this information to as many people as possible. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start off looking at the market cap. So we're going to take a look at the total market cap. And right now you can see it's sitting at 2.3 trillion, which is fantastic. It's just fantastic, because there was a time when it was all about getting to a trillion, and now to surpass it and have maintained at least a little consistency, you got to keep in mind, you know, this is really the most consistent growth Bitcoin has had as far as the amount. When it first reached that 20 a few years ago, it wasn't nowhere near this level, and it just was on spaghetti legs. It didn't last, and then that drought was insane. So, that experience was crazy, and now you got a lot of new growth in crypto, and you got to be aware of those long drawn out, bear markets that can crush your whole trading experience. So the idea is to really get into different sections within crypto, because at the end of the day, crypto is the metaverse. Crypto's the metaverse. There's so many applications and things of that nature that you can virtually enter and earn and play and do things, but it's going to get chopped down to even smaller sections, and that's just going to bring more people. But looking at the market, Bitcoin currently sitting at 49,000. The 24-hour percentage 0.47 is just barely hanging on. I think it's still room for it to drop. Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing how far institutions will allow this to drop without going in and just swooping up all the extra Bitcoin that's available. Um, I, you know, but it'll be interesting to see how low they will let it go. If they let it go too low, then, you know, everybody's going to get a chance to get in at a level that I don't think this shouldn't have went this far. You know, I think a lot of institutional money should, you know, fill those gaps and keep it at a certain point. But who knows? Let's see how far they'll let it go. But we're gonna dig primarily into what the channel usually uh talks about as far as the channel's top 5 coins or the viewers top coins or most requested coins. So we got one here. It's at number 11. That's Dogecoin. I really personally, if you could go back to any of my videos on the top 5 and I mentioned Doge, I personally don't believe that Doge will reach the dollar. Everybody was predicting at, you know, once upon a time when it was 62 cent. I just don't think it's going to do that. It's no development on it. Nobody's really doing nothing. You don't hear nothing. If Elon ain't talking about it, it's nothing going to happen with this coin. But it'll be interesting. It does have a lot of community, you know, a lot of holders are holding on to it, but let's see. So Doge at number 11. This is a new one that we will be discussing just because the blockchain is growing, and you know, I've personally used this blockchain and I see how other blockchains are, you know, pegging themselves to Avalanche and its ecosystem. So this might be a crazy pick. It's pretty low at $89. So you can see the 7-day percentage on it is down 23. This might be crazy. I'm not even going to say might. I know it's going to be something bigger, you know, so it's going to be something bigger than what it is in the next couple of years. You got Sheeb Inu, and this is a coin we talked about months ago, you know, and it's grew since then. Do I see any more growth from this? I'm going to say yes, you know, especially in the next year, because usually it's going to take like cryptos, especially altcoins, it takes them time to grow and develop and, you know, just accumulate more holders, get more development on a blockchain, stuff like that. So I see this happening. And it's a coin that I came across, and it was like a real hard coin to get because it's not listed, you know, everywhere yet. And surprisingly, it was listed on their on Shiba Swap. So I thought that was very interesting right there. So Sheeb at number 13. I'm gonna breeze through these because I really want to talk about some different type of material in regards to crypto and start bringing that type of awareness to my viewers. So another one is Algorand. That this is another one that's coming up in the ranks. I'm seeing coins pegged to this, you know, and that's a very interesting look because that means it's going to be room for growth, not only on, you know, their development side, but if, you know, the coin that's pegging itself to this is developing and starting to blow up, then they'll definitely benefit from it as well. So this is one to keep an eye on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add that to the watch list. And then we got number 22, Tron, which is an older coin we talked about, you know, years ago. And this one hasn't yet seen the kind of pop that I'm used to seeing from this particular coin. And to be fair, Tron has everything any other coin has and can do everything any other coin can do. And they can scale out properly as well. I would be interested to see a ohm type of, game or software being developed on this blockchain. So I'm going to be doing some research on that. But Tron is definitely one that to me is just like a safe play, you know. You're not gonna you're gonna benefit more than you'll lose if you definitely look into this project. And let's just keep it pushing down. I think that would probably be the last for this page. And we're gonna quickly go through. Oh no, here we got BitTorrent coming in at number 49. This is let me widen that screen so you can see this. BitTorrent is a decent one. It's off the Tron blockchain. This is why I like it. You know, if you are kind of, I don't know if that's old school because it's file sharing, but BitTorrent is a thing. You know, they do have users and a use case. How they're growing this token, I don't know yet because file sharing is really everywhere now, you know. So I don't see it as being, as unique as they might have thought, but it's still some room for growth and it's things that they can do. So, and as long as Tron is in the game, this will always benefit from any good happening to Tron. So this is BitTorrent number 49. I'm not a financial advice. I just want to advise you to do your own research and due diligence, look into these things on your own and come up with your own assumptions. This is for entertainment. And so we got number 71, Kadena. This is a growing coin. I remember this was like $1 something a couple of months ago. I'm only um I'm only aware of this coin because of the mining capabilities that you're able to do. Um, so that's how I became privy. But this is a serious um blockchain right here, comparable to some top ones. So keep an eye out on Kadena. And then we got Holochain. I kind of really dropped the ball on this one, I want to say, because I used to have huge bags of Holochain at one point. But you know, I just dropped the ball. That's all I can say on that. But this is a good one to keep an eye out on. That's hot. And surprisingly, we had a couple on the first page. I think that's it. Okay, so we're gonna quickly go through some more. So we're gonna get right into some of the channel's top 5 cryptos, as well as the viewers requested cryptos. And right here is a crypto that's really not new to the channel. And you can see right now it's up 25.55%, even though Bitcoin is struggling and the market is kind of, really in a downtrend. It's maintaining a lot of sideways stability from the point 1, 2, 3, 4 0 after the decimal range. So that's 4 zeros after the decimal. This is an easy one to watch because every time it breaks a zero, it's going up. And if you were with this channel in the beginning, we talked about this when it was 24. So it was like super low. Now it's just slowly still super low at a very, very, very low price, but it's growing, and that's what's important. So, you know, this has major potential. It's built on the new emerging Solana blockchain. Real use case as far as social media things of that nature. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna develop and redevelop and do a lot of things. And at Solana, you can look at the on the Solana blockchain, and you can look at the volume. It's at 25 million. Very good. This is usually in the 4 or the 5, so this is very good. and that's Ken. We're not gonna really sit too long on these. We're gonna try to breeze through. I don't want this to be a real lengthy video, but I want to cover a lot of gems and a lot of opportunities that possible if you do your research and you see it fits what you're trying to do in crypto. Maybe these things can be some of the lanes that you can get into as well. But we got Dentacoin. This one is a channel's um like a OG coin to the channel, because we talked about this like in the beginning, the very beginning, and it's realistically talking been still at these same prices from the beginning. Like, so this hasn't did anything expected but grow on the inside, kind of. So while most of these cryptos have did outstanding in the last run, and some have fall from then, and some have gotten back to the point of that run, this one hasn't done anything. And it's actually growing from within because it has more wallet holders as it had a year ago, which I believe was in the low 20s, and now they stand strong, and they stand strong at over 50,000 wallet holders, and that's good. So that's showing growth, but it doesn't translate in the price yet. And I think when all of that begins to translate in the price, I think this is going to jump. And the fact that they got use case, so they're a utility, they have their own market. So this is a sleeper, and I love seeing it at this price because that just means you can, you have time. So that's Dentacoin, and we're gonna keep moving to the next one up is Dent. So this is a OG to the channel as well. We've talked about this in the beginning when it was in the triple zeros. Now it's not where it once was, because this blew to, I believe, like maybe 2 cents at one point. So it's fell, but it's holding strong around this range, the half a penny range, I want to call it. So this is Dent, and they also have their own thing. It's a lot of things that they haven't done yet. Um, and it's a lot of things that they did well. So this is a real strong crypto to me. I think it's going to outlast all the cryptos who because they're going to fall eventually. Everything that's not legit or doesn't have any use case is going to fall in its respective place. So all those coins that's at the top that everybody kind of go crazy over, if they don't have a use case, or they can be highly regulated because of what they're saying they can do or things of that nature, they're gonna fall. And if you got bags in those cryptos, you're gonna lose out heavily. So it's you can never go wrong with trying to find cryptos or companies that have a legitimate use case, and you can see people using them, whether it's in the metaverse or in the real universe, however you want to look at it. So this is Dent, and we're going to keep going to another interesting one that surprises me all the time, and that's BAB. And this crypto just has like explosive habits at times where it'll just jump 70-80% like out of nowhere, and you'd be like, wow. Which recently, you know it went through a surprising pump over 50%. So I always keep this one on my radar. um they're still dealing with the payments rail, which is not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, peer-to-peer transactions is really what crypto is built off, you know. But I think they would have to still develop some type of, if they don't, but it doesn't never negatively reflect on the price because the price always seems to be growing. So whatever it is that they're doing is working, and kudos to the team at BAB. So we're gonna keep pushing to the next. It's another one. Oh yeah, this one is one that just came on my radar. So we got UFO gaming, and UFO gaming surprisingly came on my radar by me doing some research with Kadena. So apparently something they're going to be doing partnering with Kadena, and they don't really have like a lot of marketing about it, but if you can go to their Twitter handle, they have a post up there. I'm not going to do all of that because I really want to breeze through this and get into some other aspects of earning in crypto. Um, but this is could possibly be a gem, and at the price right now, with it still being slashed today 6.85%, I think this could be a real good one. So you could keep your eyes on it, probably put it on a watch list, and just watch the price action and see. Do a little research. They got like I was looking. Let me see. Let me check. I'm just gonna do a quick one. Ugh, gotta go through this. This is so annoying when you have to go through things like this. I think it's because I rarely use this computer that I make videos on. But and that's another thing. If anybody out there know any software to make YouTube videos, please, hit me up, or however you can get in contact with me. And because I need to get some production. But you can see here, right here, 56,000 holders, which I was just saying like about Dentacoin, not to throw off the subject, but they grew from, at once upon a time like 20 some thousand holders to now like over 50,000. And now look at this one, which is a pretty new crypto, 56,000 already. So, you know, um, this is a good crypto to keep an eye on. And with everything metaverse and gaming and all that type of functionality, I think um this could possibly blow. And the fact that they link to Kadena in some type of way, they're gonna be either making a game on Kadena or working with Kadena to develop some type of metaverse, because that's what it's all gonna boil down to. Who can get into the metaverse and pull the gamers and the users into the metaverse, give by incentivizing them with earning for playing. But the thing is, right now, who got it on locked, and you can't really deny that, because they have a whole host of celebrities and entertainers that are vouching for and also buying into. And that's we're gonna just look at it since we talking about metaverse, and that's sand. So sand is growing. Sand is growing because there got a lot of NFTs, and a lot of this stuff is built primarily on Ethereum blockchain. So they got a leg up. But like I said, back to UFO gaming, they're on Cadena's. They was working with Kadena, and that could be something big, because maybe with basically everything being a copy of one or the other, if they're allowing Kadena to copy some of their games and things that they, got going on Ethereum blockchain, perhaps that could be big and make the price go up. I don't know, but we'll see in the future. But that's UFO gaming, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Let me see if there's any. Okay, let's take a look at it while we're here, and then we're gonna go right over to it. So up right now is JADE protocol pulled up. Now, why did I bring this up out of all of the channel favorite? Because I'm gonna try to segue into these next couple of ideas that I've been experimenting with, and just kind of give you an idea of, how I'm journeying through crypto, what I'm doing. So like I said, in previous videos, I've even showed some of the vendors I've been dealing with as far as mining goes, right? But um I also, and this is not really new. I'm not going to say it's a new thing, because I've done this type of staking before, and it just wasn't, it never works out. Like, that's just my whole thing. It never works out. Why doesn't it work out? Because you got, now they got a term for it. I just call it you got, but their term in crypto is called a rug pull. Like, somebody pulled the rug from up under you. And that is the terminology when you lose your money, when you stake your money on these platforms. Now, I'm just going to share a little story with you. Well, maybe a few years ago, the last type of staking reward platform that I got involved with was called Bankroll, right? And to the credit of Bankroll, I kind of got in early, right? Because I was around when a lot of people on YouTube was talking about it, and the developers were in, I think, Telegram groups. I was in the Telegram group, and they were very just engaged. They answered the questions of people, and it was some good questions coming up, questions that I would have asked myself, right? And once the platform came out, it was smooth. The functionality was very smooth. Everything was just, it was good. Now, this wasn't my first rodeo in the staking type platforms, but this was me experiencing on different blockchains, because you have different blockchains and they all offer some type of gaming, staking, play to earn type of platform, right? Whether it's gambling or anything. So the point I'm trying to make is that was the only one out of all the experiences I've had that was a good one. I actually earned. Well, it was one of the two, because it was a farm one. I forget the name. Some type of farm, and you stake, your whatever the token you're gonna stake, and for the days that you, at that time they were paying out daily. You know, these pay out daily, I guess, too, but it's the mechanism of you being able to unstake your money that you invest wasn't there. So that's a key thing, to be able to unstake it and get it back, right? But I say all of that to say, even though I wasn't able to unstake on those platforms, I did earn. It wasn't a lot, it was just a little bit over, because I barely made my money back, and then earned just enough before it, was gone. All of the money was gone out of it. But the beauty of it was the experience. I experienced a new way of doing it. Before, it was just like you put your money here, you get paid out every day, and in 1 or 2 days the whole pot is gone and you never made what you put in, and it sucked, you know. But the ideas were pretty good if they could just develop them more. So I guess we at a point where it's some good development going on, right? And these staking platforms are a little bit better. Still some rug pulls and some garbage out there, but if you can get in one, right? So here comes Jade Protocol. Well, let me lay the story down a little bit deeper. There's a platform called Olympics DAO, right? And this way of these staking platforms is supposed to be a fair way where everyone's supposed to be able to earn these insane percentages, right? And you basically can unstake your staked amount at any time. Now, if you think about that, the only way you could, I mean, I would think rug pulls would be severe in these, because if you go stake a crazy amount and 10 minutes later it gets yanked, the whole game just shuts down, the website goes away, and it just goes dark. Nobody knows nothing. You can't communicate. You can only get online in a community and talk about how you just got, right? But apparently this Olympus DAO platform has been very successful and is still being successful, which is probably unheard of, right? Like, you still can get in right now and be very successful, so they say. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm saying I came across this JADE protocol platform. So I'm gonna pull it up here in a second, but right now the price is at $437 per JADE. That's the ticker symbol. So let's go over to the website. Well, first let's just do a little analysis on this thing. Just on Coin Market Cap, they got these little, you know, I wouldn't say warnings, but telling you like, hey, this is self-reported data from them. We don't know if this is verifiable, but this is what they tell us. They have put the paperwork in, but they haven't gone through the screening process yet, probably, right? You can get on here, but you got a screening to get these things gone, right? But if we look into the numbers, we can see that on November 26, 2021, they were at a low of $175. So I would say if it was to get lower than this, you have a problem. I think a lot of the liquidity that's not locked would leave, right? So this is like kind of a warning area, right? They've been as high as $682. So they was close to 7. Right now they at 430. And let's go to the website. Now this is going to automatically connect to it should, but it's yeah, so it's automatically going to connect to my wallet. I already have I believe this is on Binance. So you got to have a Binance, you got to, MetaMask. I think I'm going to do a video on that, but a lot, I'm talking to my viewers, and a lot of them have already got MetaMask wallets and they know about this functionality. If you don't, just leave it in the comment section and I'll probably make a video over it. But I'm just really talking to my viewers. And if you're new to the channel and you like what I'm talking about, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to bring a lot of content like this and talk about different little things that I've been coming across, and I want to give a shout out to Low Key Money. This is who I got this from. If I was, I'm a subscriber to his channel. He bring I'm not gonna say I'm not vouching for nobody on YouTube, but I have gotten some good plays from him. I mean, he was the first person I ever seen talk about Dent on YouTube. So, and now it's like, thousands of people talking about Dent. But he be having some good information, so check that out. Check him out, check out his channel. So here's Jade Protocol pulled up. Okay. We got Jade Protocol pulled up. My wallet, my wallet is already connected to it. So I'm just showing you some numbers. They say, like, I just heard somebody say they're gonna do like $1 million airdrop. I haven't officially gone through the social media channels to verify any of this. I didn't know what this was gonna be anyway. Some people saying this is, the day it's gonna rug pull, but apparently they're supposed to be certified by Rug Doc, not to be a rug puller. And they started this foundation called the Fair for Foundation, which is supposed to be like a fair type of place or a fair standard for these staking platforms to I guess whatever. But whatever it is, they're trying to have some type of responsibility and credibility going on, right? Right now, Jade is at $439. The market cap is at 309, and the treasury is at 92. This was as high as 97. I seen it. And I was like, dang, it's growing. But, people are selling. And um it's crazy because just imagine it just turned into a thing where people are just buying and selling this thing, like, and it just grows crazy. Like, this could really grow crazy. And so let me just show you my stake. So right now I got, you stake your J, I'm earning $15 a day, right? So you can basically stake whatever amount of jade you want. Right now, I'm currently staking, my staking balance, I should say, is 0.7847 jade. Um, in 5 days, my 5 day rate is I'm gonna earn 23% on that, right? So my yield should be 1.42 after 5 days. You know, every time I go on this website, it just reminds me of all the websites that I got scammed on. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because usually when things are just that true, it's usually something wrong. That's what you're gonna tell yourself, right? But when you see this unstake button and you can test the theory by, like, okay, so in 5 days I just made that. Did I really just make that? That's what you would say, months ago, right? Because you can't really unlock things, like, or maybe I just didn't know this is what they was doing. But when you can take back your bread, or some of your capital, or take a piece of it back, just give me something. The daily payouts, that wasn't bad, but you still had to make your initial investment, so that was the first thing. And if you didn't even make that back, those day by days, like, you're waking up hoping you just got a little piece of your money back. You can take all of it back. And I think that's a real game changer, and it's just a game changer. If you don't see that, then this is not for you. This is just not for you. If you don't see where you can capitalize, or where there's a at least a chance of, then it's not for you. Let's take a look at this calculator. So they got this little calculator on here that if you put in the amount that you have, you can figure out, all the way up to a year, how much your returns will be. So I'm just going to put what the amount of Jade is right now. And you can see right there in 30 days, if Jade just stays at that price, that's what I make. But that's not realistic, right? I mean, I've been in crypto long enough to know nothing ever stays. So that's not realistic. I'm going to put what we saw Jade low was, and that's $175. So, realistically speaking, if Jade was to stay $175, this is what I can expect in 30 days. So, you know, that's not bad, right? At the price of 175, I still would make a profit even if I was to have just one Jade in it, right? Okay. So that's a realistic expectation for me because I'm not going to have crazy numbers up there and, this thing doesn't last long. Or, on day 4, the treasury just dwindles down and, that's that. So these are realistic numbers, but the possibility of this happening is crazy too. So long as I understand that if it gets to that point, I'm still gonna be good. I wouldn't mind the dip. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't mind a dip, but if worst case scenario, again, you can always go to the unstake button. Take that capital up out of there. You just better do it in a timely fashion because these things are very risky, right? So, in conclusion, I guess this could possibly be an opportunity, do your own research and due diligence on this. I'm not telling you anything to invest in. I'm just showing you some of the, and as you can obviously see, you see my stake balance. I'm just showing you some of the things that I've been into and discovering in crypto, whether it be researching on YouTube or just coming across coins like UFO gaming coin that I told you about earlier in the video. These are just things that I'm doing in crypto, what consumes my time. I haven't made a lot of videos. I just don't even know how to make a video about all the stuff that I've been experiencing and doing. So with that said, like I said, you can see here I'm earning $15 a day. It's almost like mining, I want to say, but I know it's different, but it's still the same concept, and this would be a real good miner if this was mining. To earn $15 a day, that's really good. Um, on a monthly scale, that comes out nicely. On a daily scale, it comes out nicely. You know what I'm saying? However you want to put it, it's a nice little something that you can velocitize your capital just by, finding these little things, but they're dangerous. They're very dangerous to get involved with. Like I told you in the story earlier, I've been through this, so I'm like kind of experienced and kind of numb to the pain too. Like you know, sometimes you just gotta take a risk like that to see, and that's just where I'm at, just to see what happens. It seems like a good idea. They got these credibility marks. It's no different than probably if you had the Better Business Bureau logo. These are supposed to be institutions and organizations that check for certain measures, and according to these organizations, I guess they passed them. But who even knows who these people is? Like, who are you? Like, you just never know. This is crypto. But we do know it's on Coin Market Cap. We do know they got, they got some of the train tracks connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact, is the train coming though? Like, do they have a legitimate train system that's going to work? So we'll see. We're going to keep an eye on that. I showed you the calculator. I'm going to leave like maybe some linkage and stuff in the description. They do have a lot of information on their website. They do have Twitter, Telegram, Reddit, and all of these type of platforms that you can reach out. And supposedly it is, I guess some of the devs are behind the scenes, but it is some people who are, because I mean, you had to do this, right? But I don't know what's going on. We're going to see. I'm going to play this video for you guys to take a look at. And then on the end of it, we'll get into the next platform that I've been looking in. And then we'll wrap this video up.
Do you like money? If so, I'd recommend watching this to the end, because once this timer hits 0, we're sharing alpha that's directly related to your wallet. We are proud to announce the newest addition to the smart ecosystem, the Fair Fork Foundation. If you couldn't guess by the name, we will start officially forking your favorite projects with a unique twist. I'm happy to join with you today in what will go down as the greatest demonstration of fair launches in crypto. Every fork will be a 100% fair launch, a launch where every person has a shot at early access. The SmartCoin team has been heralded for creating perhaps the fairest launch in crypto history. And thus, we have a dream that one day we can confidently invest in our favorite forks where we know we won't get rugged, and we can simply ape in peace. Just yesterday, a project called Blizzard rugged their investors and thousands lost their life savings. A few weeks ago, a project called IQ forked our initial SmartCoin project and rugged. Squid Game Coin stole our idea and rugged. The list is endless. It's truly disgusting. But you know which type of rug puller we dislike the most? Venture capitalists, or as we call them, the new investment bankers. VCs get early access and then rug on the masses. It's called preferential economics. To put it simply, they don't just get the pre-sale price of a token, they get the pre-pre-sale. And for what? The majority of VCs don't actually do anything for these projects. Why do crypto projects even need VCs? It's time to destroy these leeches of the old world. Their incentive is to make their 100x return and then dump on people like you and me. And they do this over and over and over. You can literally see the proof sketched into almost every chart after a project goes live. There's an instant parabolic rise as the unsuspecting masses FOMO in. Then, quietly shrouded in the darkness, the VC waits. Recently, there was a select group of elites that got the BitClout project token for under $1. Then, BitClout used a bonding curve to launch to the masses, forcing them to buy at a higher price, which soared to over $150 in days. Then, the insiders unloaded. The so-called elites cashed in, crippling early believers of the project while they laughed at how easily they made over 100x returns, all because of their insider status. It's time to kill the idea of venture capital in crypto and usher in a rebirth for Web3. But there's one more category of rug puller that might be the most conniving predator in the crypto jungle: influencer advisors. They will ask, for example, 2% of token supply to publicly talk about a project, shill on YouTube, Telegram groups, Twitter, and your unborn child if they could. Then they front-run their followers, ensuring they get in early, using the communities that gave them a voice to pump the price once they have bought it, and often selling to those they shilled to. They pump prices and create a pop which secures their position. Invent nothing. Take advantage of trust. I don't believe I need to curse to make my point. I'm a proper English gentleman. But fuck that. We don't just want to create the Fair Fork Foundation. We have to. A fork launchpad for the people, by the people. So without further ado, we are so very proud to announce our first Fair Fork launch, JADE Protocol. JADE will be a fork of, drumroll please, Olympus DAO. Arguably the greatest farm in existence, with APYs soaring as high as 30,000% and a market cap that appreciated more than 1000x. How does it work, and how is it able to produce such high returns? Over the last 6 months, Olympus exploded, growing its market cap all the way to $3.7 billion. Early users experienced meteoric appreciation on their initial investments, and now there are wallets visible on Etherscan who, if they decided to sell, could completely crash the project. Sorry, you're far too late for Olympus, my friend. Enter JADE Protocol. What makes JADE just flat out better than Olympus? First off, there's no legitimate fork of Olympus DAO on BSC yet. In fact, not only are we launching a legitimate fork, but we're making some massive improvements. We have a full-time team dedicated to making JADE a long-lasting DeFi protocol. The opportunity behind launching on BSC is massive. Binance onboards more users into crypto than any other protocol, and all those users get funneled and marketed into Binance Smart Chain, which is why BSC has over 10 million transactions per day, nearly a 20x multiple over Avalanche. We want to bring in as many users as possible into the Fair Fork Foundation, and it's time our extended family in Binance Smart Chain got a taste of what we're all about. Rumors have circulated that we are affiliated with Avalanche. To that, we have no comment. However, what you need to know is that we want everyone to win, and the Fair Fork Foundation will exist simultaneously on multiple blockchains. If you like money, I suggest you keep following along, because there's more. We will be rewarding you with a massive APY, or annual percentage yield, for staking JADE on our protocol. APYs will hover between 50,000% and 1 billion%. This is Snowbank, an Olympus fork on Avalanche that skyrocketed to a market cap of $300 million just 16 hours after launching. So why and how does this happen? Our guidebook explains why APYs are so high the earlier you are in our project. Here at JADE, we've added a couple of unique twists. First, we will be utilizing 10% of our treasury for buyback and burns, which will consistently add upwards price pressure. Olympus never did this. Secondly, our treasury will be spending 5% of its reserves on marketing the bollocks out of JADE. Pay-per-click cold traffic, full-page image ads on Brave browser getting millions of impressions per day, viral content, the works. This is what we're good at, the best, as some have said. So how can you benefit from JADE Protocol? There are two main options: staking and bonding. The easiest option is to buy and stake, where you can stake your JADE and yields are compounded automatically for you. You'll be earning roughly 20 to 200% per week. Congratulations! A more hands-on investor might want to take advantage of bonds, where you can sell assets to the treasury and receive JADE at a discounted price after a certain period of time. Users who buy JADE from the treasury at a discount can then claim and stake their JADE as it unlocks. We remind users that while Jade Protocol is a financially viable product, it is also a test in game theory. Everyone wins by simply staking and letting their assets auto-compound. Sell bad, buy, stake and hold good. If participants follow those simple rules, everyone wins. And that, my friends, is the smart way of doing things with Jade. A popular YouTuber beautifully described the mechanics in plain English. Go to our Gitbook to watch the video. So spread the word. The first fair fork launch of Olympus DAO has just entered the Binance Ring. Remember, Jade Protocol is a fair launch. No insiders, no VCs, no pre-minting. Participation in any other fork literally doesn't make sense. Before I tell you how to participate, it's important to remember I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and that this video and my smooth voice are simply for entertainment. If you wish to be entertained even further, then you need to take 2 simple actions. First, make sure you follow our Twitter at Jade Protocol and turn on notifications for all important updates. Second, verify you're on our homepage at jadeprotocol.io and simply choose whether you want to buy Jade from PancakeSwap or mint directly from our protocol. And voila! Over 50,000% APY after just a few mouse clicks. Alright, good luck, and remember, we all finally get to ape in peace.
All right, so we just gonna wrap it up with this last opportunity, so to speak. It's like a play to earn, you know. If you are into like space travel, spaceships and space games, this is right up your alley. As you can see on the side, it pops up every time someone makes a purchase. But I'm just gonna go into some just fundamentals about the project real quick. So this is Farsite. Right here it shows it has 65 million registered users already. A lot of credits locked in already. Credits burn, and credits is like the currency inside the game that you can use, right? So this is just some information about the game. You can read this and do your own research and due diligence on it. I'm just gonna quickly go through some of this because I'm already involved, and I'm gonna give you an inside look. You can see the roadmap and all of the things that they got accomplished and all of the things that they look forward to doing. This little counter right here is just airdrop crates that they do in the game. And you can basically, honestly, you can get, like, you can really get a whole ship for free. Use my link in the description. And you can learn all about that. But I'm going to quickly just log in. All right, so I'm inside the starship, so to speak. And here you can see, here's my ship. This is a ship that I just earned doing stuff. This is probably like the smallest ship, but it's a starting point. I really didn't want to go too crazy with just investing in all kind of different platforms, but you know, this is me just sticking my little feet into the pool, you know what I'm saying, and just not trying to get bit by the shark. So I got like my toe in right now. But here you go. Here's how my first ship looks. This is the hangar or whatever, you know, and you can just go on missions. I'm gonna go to the star map just to show you. They got like a pre-sale going on right now where they're selling like land right now. I just don't have enough, but I'm taking you guys into one of the like planets or whatever, and showing you like how you go about, you know, just playing this game and you got to defend, and it's going to be a crazy game. I think it's going to be really nice. So here's like one of the like kind of sections, right, with some planets that you can explore and buy stuff on the planet and start building and things of that nature. I'm going to choose this planet. Like, say if I was to go to this one, so these are like the mini sectors that you can like buy, and then like, you know what I'm saying, it tells you and break down the sector and the parcel, and you can purchase it. This is the type of stuff that's going to be happening in the game. Right now, they got like pre-sales in certain sections that they're selling if you got enough credits. And you can see my credits. I got this amount of credits right now, but I'm just going to take it real slow on this game. I'm not really going to, I just want to see what they got to offer first before I go head up. But I do want to get one of the crates while they're available, because they might not be available after a certain amount of time. So, but this is Farsite. I just wanted to bring, this is one of the other type of platforms that I've been just kind of like discovering. And you can see, if you go into the store, here's what the crates look like. So they got these crates. I seen a guy drop like 180 grand on YouTube buying these crates up. He was buying like 10, 10, 20. Like, he was just doing crazy numbers. But these are sold out so far. But they got these left. And they still have some of these. I guess these are special type of NFTs. They got 5 that you can get in this crate, along with some credits, and you can get 5 different ships. So I'm really contemplating on getting this, before the game actually starts. I think this is really something that I'm going to regret that I didn't do later if I didn't get it, but I don't want to get it and then get burnt. But so far, this is what's going on in this game. I'm just really struggling with, should I get one of these? And I know if I get one of these, I will then be able to get some land that's probably for sale at some point. But, it's just strategy. It's about working on strategy. I kind of regret that I bought this. I did get one of these crates. I kind of regret I could have just saved it and got this crate and been done with it, but I decided to get this crate. So for me to go back and get this crate, I'm kind of struggling with that. I'm thinking that maybe I just get another crate and hopefully, but if I just get this crate and get it out the way, I'll have what I want, which is one of these. I'll have 5 of these. I know I'll have some money, but yeah, so I'm just struggling with that. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention, to do your own research and due diligence. They do have a section where you can get airdrops. See, I've completed some of these airdrops already. I unlocked the ship. This, I'm pretty sure I can sell it at some point if I wanted to, but you see people is buying up these sectors. Yeah, so this is it for today. I'm gonna make a specific video and really walk through this. I didn't want to ram all of this into one video, but I did. So I'll go back and make maybe a couple of videos and just explain everything a little bit deeply. But this is what I got going on for now, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.